Yeah, I guarantee. And I've got some things I've got to do here. I think I'm doing right. Yeah. I've started making this rule. You got to make a rule when you're going to cook anything that's worth a doggone, or as Cajuns say, or worth a damn, whatever, you know? And I got to put this rule the way I can get it going, where I can put all these things in it. And in here, I'm going to finish a turtle stew. Now, if you've never eaten turtle meat, you really haven't ever lived real good. I'm telling you the truth. Now, into this roux is most cooked because it takes a long time to cook a roux and get it that pretty, and that's a pretty roux. See that shine? That's when you know it's done. You look in there and see yourself in there like a mirror. You really can. So what I'm going to do is get this kind of hotted up a little bit and put some onion in there and cook them until they're more or less transparent, till they're done, actually. And might just as well start with these onions right now, because they'll add a little juice to this. Hands are clean, washed them yesterday. All right, now onion, let's get mixed up in this beautiful brown roux we got. You want a nice dark brown roux for turtle stew. All right, I like turtle stew with a light roux or a dark roux. Doesn't make any difference, just so I got the turtle to put in it, you know? And when you're cooking, when you're adding the things, always stir. You stir every time you add anything, so you keep it mixed right. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Get this thing mixed right, and it's coming along too. There you go now. Get this going. And when I get all of this going, I'll put something in this pot. There better be nothing in there, that's all I had to say. Oh, that's coming along good, coming along good. Into this, that's 3 cups of onions that I put in there, chopped onion. This is a cup of bell pepper. Put that in there. And stir. You got to stir. Every time you add anything, stir. Oh, yeah, that's coming along. Beautiful, very beautiful, I guarantee. Whoo-hoo, boy. Get over there. I did. Now, this is a cup of green onion. Stir. This keeps me without having to take exercise, stirring roux and things like that. Mm-hmm. Parsley. That's a cup of chopped parsley. Look at that, I left some bell pepper in there. Onion, green onion, chopped parsley. Parsley has a wonderful flavor, and it's very good for you, they tell me. I'll eat it for both. I'll eat anything that's good for me. A lot of things it ain't, so it's fun though. Oh boy. When I get this going good, I'm gonna make a blueberry cobbler. And I love blueberries, I really do. I love cobbler, made out of anything. I'll make it out of apple, anything I've got. Peaches, apricots, any kind of good fruit. Strawberries make good, you really do. Ah, that's looking good, looking good. Now what I got to do while I'm letting this cook a little bit is remove this, put it right there, and put some water in there. It better be water. Now this is about 10 cups of water that I'm pouring in there. Mm-hmm. And into that, I'm going to put, if I put a fire on, I got to put a fire on that. That's too high. You put that on a medium fire, medium low, and I got about 1.5 cups, I think, of good wine, dry white wine. I'm going to put that on there. Let me put that heat up a little bit. Let me put that heat up just a little bit. I'm doing it. Put this one up a little bit. Oh, y'all doing good. I just hate to bother you, but I got to. Mm-hmm. You know, see that flat spoon? That's got that way of making rules. And into this, I'm going to pour some water. Plain water. To be sure that roux is going to be smooth. It's going to be smooth, though. And I'm most probably going to put a little salt in it. But in this, I'm putting soy sauce. But you got to be careful. If you put soy sauce, it's very salty. You got to wait and taste it. Got a tasting spoon, you know. And, oh, that roux's coming along all right. I might just well put the rest of the water in there, though. Not all of it right now. That's coming along fine. Come on, little boy. Hot up a little bit and get those onions the way they look like they're done. Even they may not be. Now, into this water and wine, I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons full of soy sauce. Now, I've got water in this. I never put garlic in anything, chopped garlic, until I have some liquid, because garlic, if you put it in just grease, it doesn't have any flavor. Can't even tell it's garlic. You can tell it's something, but you lose the good flavor of garlic, and it's so good for you. You're looking at a healthy man on account of garlic, I can tell you. I love it. I'd make a garlic sandwich, just delight in it, I really do. Oh, right there. You're coming along fine, Rue. I like you a lot. Now into this, I got a teaspoonful of dried mint. I use mint instead of bay leaf because it won't flavorize. It doesn't taste like mint. It just help increase the flavor of anything you're cooking. Boy, now this is getting hot. I'm gonna turn you down a little bit. Now, that takes care of it. But that mint has a flavor that doesn't kill the flavor of everything else, you know? I don't like things to do that. Now this right here is a tablespoon and a half of fresh lemon, squoze just a little bit ago. Put that in there, and I got to stir that. I violated one of my own rules. Put that there, go ahead. Get that going good there. Now, over here, I've got a little turtle meat. I got just about, I would say, about 3 to 4, about a little bit over 4 pounds. And I'm gonna tell you, that turtle, now my hands are clean, I washed them yesterday. Put this in here. Turn that fire up a little bit. Got it? We're gonna get all this to going good. That is beautiful turtle meat, believe me. I know what I'm talking about. I cut that up myself. Help clean that turtle. Caught in Louisiana waters. Very fine Cajun turtle, ain't no question about that. I've seen people, when they clean a turtle, instead of skinning it like we did, like I believe in skinning it, they take hot water and just use that and say that was good enough. Well, that's not good enough for me. I like to skin it because it's better to do it. Well, come here to me. Where are you trying to hide like that? Gotcha. Thank goodness for my dish towel, you hear? Now we'll stir that in there. And I'm gonna turn the fire up and get that going pretty good. Oh man, da-da-do-do. I'm gonna put potatoes in this because my good friend Junior Monteleon says it belongs in there. I never had made a turtle stew with potatoes before in my life, but I did. And you know, it tastes good. They really do. And I think he knew what it is. I think his daddy told him that, that's why. Yeah, now we got that just like we wanted. And you going just like I want you. And oh, yep, that turtle, those onions have gotten clear. And I can turn this fire off. I turn the right fire off, all right. And I'd put this roux in there and stir it around. I'm gonna get this over the Come in. Come over there. Now we'll use a bigger spoon to get this roux mixed into this other water that we got here. I'm gonna put potatoes in it too. And then I'm gonna start making a blueberry cobbler. And I love blueberries. I love cobblers, I really do. I make mine a little different than most people. I found out they come out tasting good, so I kept making them like that. A little more simple too. It's easier cooking. I believe in easy cooking, believe me, I do. Come on now. Stir it a little bit. Yeah, you're looking good, boy. Ha ha. I'll eat some of this, I guarantee. Ain't that pretty? Pardon me for not. I enjoyed watching this so much, I forgot to tell you all about it. This is the roux that I made earlier. And you know how you make a roux? With oil and flour, plain flour, no self-rising. You may have something rolling up to the ceiling in your room. You use that self-rising flour. Let me get this stirred in there good. You don't want that meat sticking to the roux, and you don't want the roux sticking to the meat. Because if it does, you don't spread that flavor like you should. All right, now. We want to get all that in there we possibly can because I made it to go in there, and we're going to get it all in there too. And this, you can make this sort of stew different from this if you want to. You make your roux in a pot like that and add the meat, kind of fry it down a little bit in the meat you want to. Some people parboil that turtle meat. I don't. In fact, this recipe says parboil it, and I wrote that in there, and I erased it. Because I don't parboil turtle meat. It doesn't need parboiling. Now, stir that. Whew. I got to tell you all a quick little story while I'm stirring this. This happened on an airplane that I was on one time, and there was a Cajun on it, never been on an airplane before. And his ears began to hurt him a little bit there, and had a nice little flight attendant. And she said, "Something's the matter with you, mister?" She said, he told her, my ears are just killing me. Oh, she said, "I'll give you some gum." So she gave him some chewing gum. And just as the flight landed, he put on his belt there, his light, and she came and said, "What's the matter? Something wrong?" He said, "Would you mind telling me how I'm gonna get this gum out of my ear?" Oh, that's good. That's looking good. I'm going to remove this pot from out of my way, and I'm going to put those potatoes in there, and then I'm going to go over there and start on that beautiful little blueberry cobbler. I love cobbler, any kind. I'm going to use my hands. They're clean. Now, these are chopped just the right size, you notice? And I'm going to taste this with my tasting spoon for salt. I think you may need a little salt. Even though I got 3 tablespoons full of soy sauce in this, I think this is going to need a little more salt. Get this spoon, to get something to see if I taste it for salt. Need some salt. You know, I could smell that until it needed salt, you know that? I'm not going to put much salt in it, just a couple of teaspoons full. And that's a teaspoon. And I know there's some doubting Thomasiners out there. They don't believe I'd measure a teaspoonful of salt in my hand. But I just want you to take a good look at that. That ain't a teaspoonful. That's it. I'm gonna put another teaspoon, just like that in there. And stir. Put this right here. I think it needs a little hot sauce in there. Cayenne pepper to taste. This is cayenne pepper. This to taste, my taste. That's just about a teaspoonful, not quite a teaspoonful of cayenne pepper. I'm gonna put the lid on this and turn my fire down and let it cook while I go fix that beautimus. Let's put this on simmer. That don't look like simmer to me, but nah, it does. Yeah, that's too simmery. And we got it. I'm going to make this cobbler. I got the right one. What do you know about that? In this, I've put a stick of margarine. I use margarine instead of butter because it doesn't burn as quickly. It really doesn't, and to me it tastes just as good. What in the world is blueberry cobbler? I'm gonna make 8 to 10 servings, it says here. Got to turn this around a little bit. This is what I'm gonna put it in, right there, in that. That's 1 stick of margarine or butter you put in here like that. And you stir that around and melt it down, because we're gonna put a lot of other things in here. But this is in here, I'm gonna put a 1/2 cup. No, that's a cup and a half of sugar. I'm gonna melt into this margarine. Let's call it butter just for fun, butter. I have my recipes. I love to create things, and I don't ever try to remember them. I keep them, and I read them, and put them in cookbooks, and they come out all right. Now, into this, don't you go there, you stay right there. 1.5 cups of sugar. There we go. Mm-hmm. Into this sugar, I'm gonna put just a little bit of flour, 2 tablespoonfuls of all-purpose flour, some more all-purpose, you know. None of this, I don't want any of this self-rising, because I wouldn't know how to measure anything that rises by itself, you know. There's no way for me to do that. That's pretty stuff, pretty stuff. Flour. What did I tell you how many? That's just about 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I'll spread it around in there and stir it in. Stir that up in there. That handle gets hot to lay there, you know that? It's always good. Into this, I'm gonna put a 1/2 teaspoonful of salt. I hate to insult anything with a 1/2 teaspoon, but that's all the salt you need in this. And believe me, that's a 1/2 teaspoon. I'll be willing to bet anything you want to on it. Now, put that in there like that. And in come the blueberries. We're gonna put them in there and stir them a little bit. And we're also gonna put 3/4 cup of brandy. Brandy. Stir that in there. You're gonna let this cook a little bit. Let this cook a little bit. 3/4 cup. I gotta turn the fire down some. Put it down to low. I want y'all to cook all of the alcohol out of that brandy. That's all I want you to do. Now I'm gonna let that cook while I'm doing something else. I'm gonna mix up the topping for this, the crust. Now cook, baby. Go ahead and cook. You look pretty, I can tell you that, but you got to cook. In this bowl, I have some more margarine. Into that it tells me I got to put, let me put this where I can see it. I got to put 3/4 cup of sugar. There it is right there. And I mix it good. Put it all at once, it don't matter. I'm gonna make it dissolve itself, got to. Make that crust. It goes on there and it's so good. Come on now, get with it. Got to get the motion with it. Yes, sir. Yeah, let's go. Into this, I got to put some flour. 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour goes in there, along with some baking powder. I think it's about a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. No, 1 teaspoon for baking powder. That's all it needs. And stir. Oh, you kid. You're doing all right. Now into this, I put fruit juice. So I got to put a little salt. I got to put about a 3/4 teaspoon salt. We'll measure that carefully too. Got it in there. Put this in there like that. And put the fruit juice and stir it in good. I use pineapple and apple juice. I mix those two together. And they make a very delightful taste in this crust. I'm gonna just stir this up real good. I'm beginning to want to taste some of this, you know it? And I am. All right, Justin, I believe you're hot enough there, blueberries. I'm gonna pour you in this little casserole dish and pour this on top of it. Let it go all the way through it. I have to put you right over here out of my way while I pour this. Turn it off. I'm gonna put this in this casserole dish. Come out of there. Did you hear me tell you to come out of there? You sure did. Now we got it. Put that in there and spread it good. Spill a few on there, I'll eat them later. Put that there like that. Put this back there out of my way. And we pour the batter over it. And believe me when I tell you it works. There we go. Get on there, and we put it in the oven and cook it till this batter browns. That's all it is to it. Cook. That's the easiest thing in the world. And I'm gonna sit down and taste me some of it. I don't care what anybody says, right this minute. Put that there like that. Sit myself down. Come here to me. Where are you? There's nothing in the world but a little blueberry cobbler. I guarantee I'm gonna have to use my same spoon to taste this wonderful turtle stew, but I'll lick it real good and then go back in there. Turtle stew, come here, boy. Turtle meat. Pour a little wine, just a sip. That's a double sip. Oh man, that's good. How y'all are? I'm glad for you to see me, I guarantee. I'm gonna taste this jambalaya first. Let's just go ahead on and cook. Get the part of the chicken that I like. Turtle stew, come here, boy. You know that looks good? This is going to be good, I'll guarantee you. Talk to it like it knows what I'm talking about. I like it. It's good. I believe in easy cooking. Believe me, I do. How y'all are? I'm glad for you to see me, I guarantee. And we've got a beautiful roast we're gonna cook for you today. And we're gonna make a picnic potato salad after I finally get this roast in that oven there. This is a barbecued roast. The way we're gonna cook this, we started off at 350 degrees for 1 hour. And then we turn it off and turn it down to 200 degrees for 8 hours. Cook it overnight if you want to. Cook it until this afternoon, but 8 hours, and it comes out just like it's barbecued, and I'll show you why in just a few minutes. I first got to stuff that devil with garlic. And garlic is so good, and I love it. I make a garlic sandwich every now and then. It's pretty good. We'll stuff it with garlic, green onion, and cayenne peppers. And I want you to know, it never gets too hot. It cooks all that hot out. None of it's in there left in there. First of all, I take this knife and make a little hole right here. Enough for me to hold, for that hole to hold. One little clove of garlic. Put that down in there real good. A green onion. Put it in there like that. Come here to me, knife. Cut it off right there. Then stuff this other side where the garlic is with this pepper. Go down in there. Now you're going, boy. Man, that smells good already. I'll guarantee. Let me put another one right in here. Come here, you nice clove of garlic. That garlic smells good, you know it? We put the rest of this green onion down in there. Get this garlic out of the way. Get out of the way, boy. Now you're going. Trim this off the way it look pretty. Come over there. Now to put this rest of this hot pepper right down in here with them. It'll be close to where his brother is on this other one there. Get on in there. Oh, now you're going. We just cut the top off. Thought it would anyhow. Toughest pepper I ever saw. Put another one right here. Nice deep hole with this nice smelly. Smells like garlic. It is garlic. It better smell like. Green onion. You needn't have to go all the way down there, you know. These other people got things to do here too. Another pepper. Oh, that pepper. He thought I'm not going to put it in here, and I'm not. There you go. Tough pepper, I'll tell you that for true. Another hole right, and this is a 20-pound roast, my friend. When I say 20 pound, I mean just exactly 20 pounds. I had to argue with that butcher over a half a pound there once. Come on, garlic. You might just well give up. I'm gonna put you down in there. You're kind of small, so I put 2. Get down in there. Mm-hmm. Green onion. Right by the side of that garlic. Cut her off, make it look pretty. Come here. You thought you were going to be lost, but you're not, no. Get on in there. Right here, let's cut it this way this time. Mm-hmm. Ah, garlic. Put it down in there, yeah. Green onion, down in there on the side. Get down in there and quit arguing. Go in there. Hot pepper. What it says put in here, hot pepper. That save you for the last whole I'm gonna put in this little old roast. It's just 20 pounds. Now, put that there like that. Come here, garlic. Kind of small, so I'll put 2 in there just to be sure I didn't miss anything. Now, onion, go down in there all the way. Put this little old garlic, this old hot pepper down in there. Make him feel good. Could have got down in there real good. Now, got that done. Put this up here like this. Wipe my hand on my little dish towel that I carry in my dungarees. Now in here, you either put peanut oil or olive oil. I like olive oil, and I know it's good for you. And I'm going to put olive oil in there, just enough to keep it from burning. And it doesn't take a great deal. You don't measure this, you just put down in until you got enough sense to stop. In other words, you cover the bottom of your pot with either olive oil or peanut oil. That actually is about, I would say, 2 tablespoons full of olive oil. That's about all. I hear you laugh, but that's true, yeah. Now, onto this, I got to put some salt and red pepper. We know how to do that. Salt. I'm measuring that very carefully with my eyeball. I'm pretty good at that part. Now, I don't rub that in, I pat it. Patty cake, bakers, man, yeah. That should be enough oil, enough salt for that. And then cayenne pepper. I'm gonna pat that too. Then I hope my eyes don't itch. And that looks like a lot of cayenne pepper. Yeah. It is, but it's not too much, believe me. Good stuff. Now, cayenne pepper is good for you. Black pepper is wood, did you know that? That's true, wood. And I don't use black pepper to cook with. I love the taste of it. I just don't use it to cook with because I know that it's indigestible. And I got to wipe that off, and I hate to put it on here, but now I'm gonna put it on this dish towel right here. So I won't be having it on my towel and forget to put that up on my eyeballs, and that's bad. Come over there. Gotcha. Most of you anyhow. Now, I'm going to put this in here so that I won't be bothered with it being in my way. I've got 2 little old forks that I use for things like this. Little fellas, you know. Go down in there. And what we want to do is just pick you up real easy. Easy to do with my hand, but I don't want to be insanitary, you know. You know, no such word as unsanitary. What are you doing in there, boy? In the wrong place? Now let's just go in this pot like a little gentleman. You know that's heavy? Ooh, come out of there. Now, thank you. I'm gonna put these right here on this deal because I'm gonna move. What I'm gonna do though, I'm not gonna throw this garlic away, I'm just gonna put it down in there. I'm gonna put a little juice in there. Make it taste a little more better, you know, no question about that. Get these peppers out of my way. These onions out of my way. And this thing right here, I'm gonna put it over somewhere out of my way. I got to. The man in the world, I'd hate like the devil to drop that with something on it, you know. Particularly on my feet, my poor old feet, you know. Go over here. Got it. Now, I'm gonna mix a little something in here. This is 2 cups of dry white wine, tasty white wine, I'll tell you that. Don't ever cook with a wine that you won't drink. And this is liquid smoke. This is hickory smoke. I'm gonna put a teaspoonful in this. Don't want to put any more than that because look, this stuff is strong. Strong. Whoo, boy. Get this out of my way. I got to move this so I can read and be sure I got everything. Got them? Pounder, yep. Now, everything's in there except this, and I'm gonna stir that with my tasting spoon. I'm not gonna pour it on that roast, no. I'm gonna pour it around it. Use that tasting spoon to taste that a little later myself. It's gonna be good. Get all this out of my way. Put this little knife over here where I won't cut myself. But I'm gonna put this in a 350-degree oven for 1 hour. Now this is easy cooking, easy barbecuing. It's a lot cooler in here than it is outside, I can tell you that. Let me see how much you weigh. You don't weigh too much. I'm gonna put you in that oven right now. Here we go. That oven, 350 degrees. I'll tell you that for true. Come on here, boy. Let's just go over here and put this in that oven like you know what you're doing, whether you do or not. Now, cook good there, boy, because you look so nice. Now I'm gonna make a potato salad with all this stuff here. I got to get my pot that I'd put that in. Right here. Oh, yeah. Put this over here out of my way. Put these things over here out of my way. Got to keep my measuring spoons. I may need them to measure some salt, something like that, you know. Put these over here out of my way along with that. I don't need this recipe anymore today. I'm through messing with that meat. I tell you, I'm barbecuing it inside where it's nice and cool. Go down there. Now, this is picnic potato salad. I got 5 pounds of boiled potatoes there, kind of chopped up. I'm gonna put that in this pot to mix all this other stuff with that, except that. And I'm going to beat that up and make a dressing out of it. It's 5 pounds of taters, Irish taters. Get in there, don't want to waste any of that. Now, put that right there and stir. Somebody missed that potato, me most probably, trying to chop them up. Not, there we go. Don't want to chop them too fine. I like to have a whole mouthful. I reach and get good potato salad. That spoon does a good job. Whew. That's good enough, looks good enough to me, and I'm the one I got to please, and that's what's good. Into this, I'm going to put I'm gonna put 6 hard-boiled eggs. I decide I like egg in salad. There it goes. Then I mix it. Mix it up and stir. You stay out of my way. Stir this. You know, that's the secret of cooking. Every time you add something, stir. It keeps the flavor, you spread the flavor more evenly like that, believe me. And after I put that, I put a cup of chopped celery. Come in. 1 cup of chopped celery. Right there. That's good. Put that right back there. Ooh, boy. Mix up. And going into that, right after that, I put 1 1/4 cup of chopped onion. Potato salad ain't worth a damn without onion to me, I'll tell you the truth. Not that I like onion, but make it taste more better. It really does. Mix. I got to tell a story, but I'll wait. I ain't ready yet. Got to chop these potatoes right. Got them. And mix. Into this, I put a cup of chopped dill pickles. I chopped these dill pickles. Now, there's not dill relish. These are dill pickles with the juice. Come on, my hands are clean. Put that in there and stir. So just a little, just to know you're mixing. Then I'm gonna put 1/4 cup of chopped sweet pickles. Now, this is sweet relish we're using, and it's good stuff. Good enough for me to use it, I guarantee. Whew. Come on now, I don't need to mix you any better. Then I'm gonna put a cup of pimento stuffed olives chopped. Come on out there. Got it. Stir that around a little bit there. And I'm gonna put a cup of chopped black olives. All this adds to the flavor, believe me it does. Now I think I've got everything in there and forced into it. I'm gonna mix it a little bit, and I'm gonna make a dressing for this. And the dressing is doggone good. You can eat it on cereal even, it tastes so good. Now, push this aside and get my other little bowl I got over here to do a little mixing with. Don't look so little to me. Whew, come here to me, boy. Now we're going. Don't knock any of that off as you stand. I'm not about to knock it off, partner. Okay. See, I answered myself. This is mayonnaise. And this recipe called, let me move that damn thing. So, the mayonnaise is 2 cups of mayonnaise. And we use olive oil in this too. And I'll show you what I do with it. First of all, I want to get all this in here. All of the 2 cups. Put you down there out of my way, and then I can get to really dip in this. I'm using a spatula, a rubber spatula, to get it out of here. As much of it as I possibly can. And that's nearly all of it. Some people like for me to leave a little, like when my mama used to make cakes, I'd eat the dough that she had left over, you know, always. That looks good enough to me, so I'm gonna put this back over here. And into this, I have 2 tablespoonfuls of horseradish sauce. It goes good in this, believe it or not, and you'll find it out when you taste it. 2 tablespoonfuls of horseradish sauce. Now, not horseradish, no, horseradish sauce. Put you right there. I got to get all that off of there because it's needed. And I'm gonna beat the daylights out of it in just a minute. It mixes right here with a little olive oil. And we do that to make it taste more better. A little olive oil. Here, let's go. Measure it very carefully, a tablespoonful. Just about a tablespoon. And we take this whiskey and we can get with it and beat this so it comes right back to the consistency of that mayonnaise as it was, a mayonnaise. whatever you want to call it there. I call it both. A lot of other bad words too when I spill some on me. Now into this, I'm gonna put a little salt. You got to have a little salt. I'll put about a teaspoonful of salt, and that's a teaspoonful, better. And that's a half a teaspoon. And I'm gonna stir that in there good too with this whisk that I've got here in my hand. Got to get the motion with it. And this is mild picante sauce. And this is easy cooking. It's easy cooking. Got to taste that. It's mild enough. Mix it good. And I'm gonna pour it over this tater salad. If you ain't got the motion, you ain't got the swing. I'll tell you that's the true thing. Aha. That looks good. I've got to see how it tastes. Now that's all there is to it. I'm gonna put it on this, let it sit on top while I go sit down and eat myself some of this. I got a friend that was a guide, but he had a bad habit of drinking too much. And he guided a man out to hunt some duck in southwest Louisiana. And he got drunk. Ooh, man. He got drunk. I'm gonna leave this here like that. Close my olive oil up. I'm gonna go sit down because I got some stuff I snuck on the oil. I cooked it ahead of time and fixed it. And I'm gonna go taste it, see what it tastes like, see if it's fit to eat. If it is, you'll all get a taste. And my nose is just athletic, running all the time. Sit myself down here like I know what I'm doing. Broke my chair, but not where it's needed. It's needed where I sat. And I've got some potato salad. It's already made, and I'm gonna finish telling you that story too. Got to taste this so it looks good. It looks good. So they went out and they got in the blind. And that guide found that the man he took out there to hunt them duck had some good Cajun whiskey made up in Tennessee, how you call it, shop down here. And he grabbed that bottle and tipped it, and he got drunker and drunker. He had a single barrel shotgun. Let me pour a little wine there. It's always so good to have a little wine when you want to eat this good food. That's just a swillow. That's a half a swallow. Might have to take a little sip of that while I'm thinking about it. And these ducks kept coming over. That wine tastes good enough for another swillow. And that man was just wearing out his shotgun, shooting at them. And he told his guard after he'd been shooting them and shooting them and shooting them. How come you ain't shot? He said, I'm waiting to get a good shoot at me. And after a while, here come one single mallard flapping his wings and passing by there. And that drunk Cajun raised up. Boom! Kill that duck dead. And he fell. The fella he took hunting said, that was a damn good shot, I guarantee. That guard says, I don't think it was so good. I should have got 12 or 11. 12 or 11 of them out of that bunch that flew over. I guarantee it. Let me taste this roast. This roast has got to be good. Looks good. It is good, I guarantee you that. Ha! I'll just try some more. You know, a little of that potato salad. I love potato salad. Love to make it. I love to make it even without potatoes. And I do that too. Tastes good, I guarantee. Come here. Get out of there. How y'all are? I'm glad for you to see me, I guarantee. I'm gonna taste this jambalaya first. Let's just go ahead on and cook. Get the part of the chicken that I like. Turtle stew, come here, boy. You know that looks good? This is going to be good, I guarantee. Talk to it like it knows what I'm talking about. I like it. It's good. I believe in easy cooking. Believe me, I do. How y'all are? I'm glad for you to see me, I guarantee. We've got some lamb we're going to fix for you today. A lamb and potato casserole and lamb patties. I'm first going to work on the casserole, lamb and potato casserole. And it's going to be good. The potatoes have been mashed, the lamb has been fixed to mix with that. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with it too, and put it in a nice little casserole dish there and get with it. Listen to that bloom bloom. Let that fool can't say flounder. Yeah, my goodness sakes alive. What I have here now is this lamb. I bought it and cooked it for about 10 minutes so it would be in seasoned water, so it would have a little more flavor in it than just raw lamb. And I'm going to mix that with mashed potatoes. Might just well get to mixing and quit talking about it. But in this right now, come here, potatoes. In here, I'm going to put the lamb and mix it well. That's good enough anywhere I want to put it. I'll mix it real well. Got to. So it'll be pretty. All right, lamb. Be nice. Don't bite. Let's just get this done right. And after I fix these lamb patties, this lamb and potato casserole, I'm going to make some lamb patties and just fry the devil out of them and eat them as I go along, too. I love lamb. I really love it. American lamb. Lamb that hasn't been frozen. And I have a friend who raises lamb out in California. And when I go out there, we eat a whole damn lamb, I'll tell you the truth. He knows how I love lamb. Get this mixed up. I see got to put all I got to put in here now. It's got 3 cups of lamb. It's been parboiled a little bit. 4 cups of mashed potatoes. And they've been cooked until they're tender. Seasoned with water with minced garlic and salt and drained. And I'm going to put 2 tablespoonfuls of sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to wait until I get that lamb in that little deal over there before I do that, because I'm going to sprinkle that on there. And then I'm going to cover the top of it with cheddar cheese. Good yellow cheddar cheese. I got that mixed about as good as I'm going to get it, I think. Wearing myself out. Let me move this out of my way. And I'm going to take this over there and put it in there real pretty like. Cover it with cheese and put it in the oven where it's got to go. It's 350 degrees, and you got to watch it. You don't want it to get too hot. You can't keep it from getting too hot, but you can take it out if it gets too hot. Okay. Well, let's get in there real nice. That's a nice looking casserole dish. Let's get that in there, spread it out. Help me mix it better too. Now you're going, looking better every minute. Yes, sirree, yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Yeah, man. That's looking good. See if I can't get all that in there right quick like. Not quick like, but easy like. Did it. Nearly all of it. Gonna get it all. Place you right there and spread you out good and put them cheese on top of you. What I'm gonna do, put this right here. I don't need it at this moment, but I do need put you in there. Now you come over here where I got the cheese. Put that cheese on there. Isn't that pretty cheese? Good American cheddar cheese. I'm gonna cover the top with that after I sprinkle this good Parmesan cheese in there, and it'll sink down in it. Don't worry. This is about 2 tablespoonfuls of grated Parmesan cheese, grated real fine. Just a little spreading with my hand. Now we put this good cheese on top of that. Just spread it on it good, and you eat what's left over, you know. I'm not gonna leave much over though, I'll tell you the truth. I'm pretty good at fixing this stuff where it'll come out even. Come on here, now you're going. And this is not sliced thin. We cut this cheese ourselves. We didn't buy it sliced like this. We wanted to cut it like this, but it comes out good. You see that? This is gonna be pretty. Ooh-wee. Get on there, don't be acting like you don't want to do that, because I know you do. And they told me to stay out of that cheese, they wouldn't have enough. And I love it. Let's get in there, we cover every corner we can with that cheese. We're gonna do it. Come here to me, you I'm talking to. Now we got it. Just needs covering there. It needs some right there. I see a little hole sticking itself out of me, and I'm gonna cover it good. Yeah. And that's all I'm gonna do. I don't care what anybody says. Now I'm gonna put this in the oven and let it bake until the cheese is melted real good. And it tastes so good, it really does. Put this over here and set it down while I open that hot oven. You know how that is. Oven hotter than 20 yards of where the devil has his mansion. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? All right, let's go in here like nice little boys now. Now cook, damn you, cook. Now what I got to do, I'm gonna have to mix this patty material here with my hands, and they're clean. Believe me, they're clean. And I'll just wipe them one more time now. But these are clean. These are clean hands, washed them yesterday. And in this, I got my recipe here. I don't want to forget anything. When you create cooking, as I try to do, and do quite frequently, as my mama used to tell me, don't try to remember them, write them down, and I do this. I got a little bit better than 2 pounds of lamb in here. It's ground. I'm gonna put a half a cup of dried parsley in there. But first of all, I'm gonna see if this is just right for me to start putting stuff in there. And I got a clean dish towel to wipe my hands as often as I would like to. This is a half a cup of dried parsley. That's a half a cup. Didn't look like a cup to me, so I'm not gonna put any more right now until I get this in there good. Now, all right, let's go. Let's get with it. Stay on the table now. Talk to the pan. You know, dried parsley has a good flavor. It tastes just like fresh parsley. If you don't tell anybody, they never know different. Believe me. Let's get in there good. Now we're going. You see why I got to mix this with my hand? I don't know any mix that I know of can get this like I'm getting with my hand right now. I'll tell you that for true. It's making me think of a story I'll tell you after a while. I'm busy now. Now let's put a little more of that parsley in there. And knead it. This is what you call kneading. You knead it. I'm going to put a tablespoonful of onion powder in here in just a minute. If I just get this mixed like I like it, hold still. I'll go this way if you want to go like that. I'm going to make you pat it right. If everybody in this place says no, they're wrong. I'm going to mix it right. I guarantee. Onion powder. That looks like onion powder. That's garlic powder. Come here, onion powder. That's onion powder. I'm going to put it right in here right now. It says about a tablespoonful of onion powder. That's a tablespoonful, I can tell. Now we got to mix you in there real good. I'm making patties that I'm going to fry, and I'm going to taste them, and I'm going to eat one, just sure that I'm an inch high. Bet your last dollar on that. I need one of those heavy crocks to mix this so to stay on here with me. But I'm doing all right. I'm getting it mixed up, and that's all I want to do. Now, into this, I'm going to put a tablespoonful of white creme de menthe. Creme de menthe to most people. Ain't nothing in there, shucks. Here it is. Yeah, that's creme de menthe. A tablespoonful. Actually, I think it ought to have more, but somebody argued with me, so I said, let's don't argue. We'll just put it in like you say. All right. Oh, boy, you coming along fine. Now, into this, I put some garlic powder. 1 teaspoon, no more.